Here's an unpopular cricket opinion that many of you will not agree with, but just hear me out. Get rid of all the fielding restrictions for T20 cricket and let the fielding captains get creative. So why do we have restrictions in the first place? It was simply carried over into the T20 format in 2005 because it already existed in the ODI format since the 1980s. It was included purely to entice the batters to get going from the onset. It's also to grab the attention of the viewers right from the start of a match. But in T20s, no batter needs any enticing to get going. So you may ask, but what if the fielding captain just puts all the fielders out on the boundary? Remember, by doing this, you're basically serving the batsmen ones and twos on a silver platter. And with the occasional boundary, any decent batting team would be cruising at 8 to 10 runs per over. Also, at least half of the sixes hit during a match will fly way over the boundary and over the fielder's head. You can't set a field for a ball that flies into the crowd. What if the captain packs all the fielders on the offside? Or he packs the field on the leg side and instructs the bowler to aim at the batsman's legs? Well, firstly, we've seen so many new, innovative shots that players have invented since T20 took off 20 years ago to find cheeky ways to beat the field. In an extreme scenario like this, the fielding captain needs to really trust his bowler to get it right every single ball. Not to mention the constant flirting with wides if they have to deliberately bowl wide of the offside or aim for the legs. I honestly believe that a strategy like this will put more pressure on the bowler than the batsman. Can you imagine the mind games that you can play on a batter if you have no restriction, and the exciting and creative ways that batters will find to beat such a field? In most cases, a balanced fielding layout will be the best option, but it does give the fielding captain the option to take exciting risks if he chooses. A fielding captain spends more time and effort to make sure that he stays within the fielding restrictions than he does just setting the perfect field for his bowler. Umpires have to check the field almost every single ball to make sure it's legal. Scorers have to keep track of this. TV scores have to display them. The average cricket fan probably doesn't even know exactly what the restrictions are. Cricket fans won't miss it. Umpires and scorers won't miss it. The fielding team sure as hell won't miss it. The batters won't care, because when they swing, they're going to swing as hard as they can regardless of where the fielders are. Getting rid of the power plays will remove an unnecessary formality out of the game and allow for some new creative strategies that we maybe haven't seen before. T20 cricket allows us to tweak elements of the game. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And it could add to the ever-evolving game of cricket to bring a new, exciting element to the game. Let me know what you think. Do we really need fielding restrictions in T20 matches?